Welcome back to the Gloomwood Archives. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell. We upload new, terrifying tales every single week.
My world narrowed to a single point of terror. The smiling man with the glowing green eyes. He wasn't a cop. He was one of them. The relief I'd felt just moments before curdled into a cold, hard knot. The air in the cab suddenly smelled wrong. Thick, like ozone and spoiled milk. I had pulled over for the monster.
Believe you. Oh, we believe you, Nomad. We saw the whole thing. You didn't follow instructions. That's a shame.
My hand instinctively went for the gear shift. His head snapped to the movement. The smile tightening.
Don't even think about it. Your engine's computer is, temporarily disabled, as is your radio. We're going to have that chat now.
He put his hand on the door. In that split second, I didn't think. I acted. 20 years of road instincts. My hand shot past the gear shift and hit the emergency air brake release. It's a manual override, a purely mechanical system. It couldn't disable it. The truck lurched. The fake cop didn't stumble. He glided back, his smile finally dropping, replaced by a look of surprised anger. That was all I needed. I slammed my foot on the ignition. The engine, dead a second ago, roared to life. I didn't wait. I threw the truck in gear and floored it. I looked in the mirror. He was gone. The police car was gone. I felt a second of relief. And then, I looked at my passenger side window. He was there, right there. His face pressed to the glass, his green eyes burning into me. He was keeping up. I screamed. I saw the rock face of the canyon to my right, and I jerked the wheel. The sound, a wet sound, as he was torn away. I will hear that sound in my nightmares forever. And then, gone. I was free. I drove like a man possessed. My eyes darted from the road to the mirrors, to the empty desert. But something was wrong. I passed mile marker 119. 10 minutes later, I passed mile marker 119. Again, the same twisted piece of sagebrush. The sun began to hint at its arrival, but the road, it was a loop, a trap. Then I saw it. A car, parked sideways. My blood turned to ice. It was an old 1940s sedan. As my headlights swept across them, I saw two figures. It was him, what was left of him, the whole right side of his body. Gone, a ruin of a uniform. But he was standing and smiling, and beside him, the sphere, the thing that had been pacing me in the desert.
Your defiance is noted, Nomad, and it is messy. The cargo will be surrendered. You have damaged the vessel.
What do you want? What's in the truck? As if in answer, the woman smiled. This was it. The end of the line. My mind flashed to my family, and a different feeling replaced the fear. Rage hot and pure. They weren't taking my truck. To hell with you! I threw the truck into my lowest gear, slammed my foot on the gas, and aimed the Nomad directly at them. They didn't move. They just stood there, smiling, as 20 tons of American steel bore down. The green sphere woman raised her hand. And then, nothing. No impact. We passed through them. It wasn't just white. It was cold. An impossible cold. My ears popped. The voices, screaming in a language I'd never heard, right inside my head. The windshield frosted over in a millisecond. I was blind. The truck spun out, and everything went black. I opened my eyes. I was sitting in my cab. The engine was off. The sun was up. The highway was empty. The old car was gone. The figures were gone. It was as if none of it had ever happened. I sat there for a long time, shaking. Was I insane? I stumbled out. The air was crisp. A truck. It was fine. Except the passenger side was shredded. The metal was torn open and scorched black where I'd hit the wall. But the window was untouched, not a scratch, except for a handprint. It wasn't greasy. It was etched. A frost burn inside the glass. The fingers were too long. I drove the rest of the way to Salt Lake City in a daze. I dropped the cargo. A normal delivery. A man with a clipboard. Normal. As I was leaving, a different man. A man in a clean, sharp suit I'd never seen before. Stopped me.
Mark, isn't it? From Nomad Trucking?
Yeah, that's me.
A bonus. For your timely and uninterrupted delivery, we appreciate your discretion.
He patted my shoulder and walked away. I opened the envelope. At least $10,000. Tucked inside was a small white business card. It was blank, except for a single small symbol embossed in the center. A circle. And inside it, a shape that looked like a gnarled, ancient tree. I never drove that route again. I sold the rig. I tried to forget. But the handprint, it didn't stay with the truck. I can still feel it. My hand. The one I used to slam the air brake. The one I used to fight back. It's been cold. For weeks. It just won't get warm. And last night, I was holding a coffee cup, and I looked down. It's not a memory. It's a brand. It's in me. The cold. It's in me. And the card they gave me, the one with the tree, it's on my desk. And sometimes, I swear, I can see it glowing. A pale, sickly green.
If you enjoyed this story from the Gloomwood Archives, subscribe and ring the bell for more tales from the dark. There are always more forgotten stories waiting to be unearthed.